Hi babes, welcome back to my channel. To all of my subscribers, I am super sorry I did not upload a video last week, but you are. Look, this week has been a lot and I've been extremely busy. It was African and Caribbean week, so we also we had to put on quite a number of activities for our college campus, but the activities went really well. We had a decent turnout, so that was fun. But I also had quite a lot of deadlines and lots of things that I needed to do that I hadn't attended to. But I managed to take some time off this weekend and rest. So yeah, I am back. So today I am going to try and do a look that I've never done before. So I'm going to figure it out as I go. I have no particular steps as to how this is going to go, but hopefully it should be quick and it should be fun. So I'm going to play with the color blue for my eyes and see where that takes me, and hopefully, you know, it actually looks like a decent thing and not like someone punched me in the face. Like, right? Let's get to it. I'm going to start with my brows as per usual, but before I do that, I am going to use the MAC Prep and Prime all over my face. Then Spooty to brush my eyebrows up. So usually I use a brow pencil, but today I'm actually going to use brow pomade, and I'm going to use the one from e.l.f. and it's the dark palette. So I'm going to use an eyebrow brush for that and see how that goes. Now that my brows have been lined and filled, I am going to prime the rest of my face with the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. So one of the things that I do try to do is use products that are both available in the US and available in Swaziland or South Africa, because some of my viewers are from back home. It's sometimes difficult because it's harder to find a lot of things like the eyeshadow palettes that I use back home, because I just buy everything online here, and it's just a lot easier to get. So hopefully soon I will be doing a video that focuses on brands that are easily available at makeup stores in South Africa and in Swaziland. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to conceal my eyebrows, and I'm going to use the same concealer all over my eyelids as a base for the blue eyeshadow. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I am going to take my Yardley Oatmeal Treatment Pressed Powder and use that to set the concealer that's on my eyelids. So now for the color, I am going to use 3 different palettes. I'm going to use my trusted NYX Ultimate multicolored palette, and then I'm also going to use my Juvia's Place Saharan 2 palette, because it has 2 shimmers. It has this one and this one that are sort of in the range of blue that I want to do today. And then I'm also going to use the Afrique palette by Juvia's as well. And this is what it looks like. So yeah, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the NYX Ultimate Palette, and I am going to use the lightest shade of blue. And I'm just going to apply that all over my eyelid. There we go. You and I can take it slow, but for now let's move to the rhythm of the music. Let go and baby just lose it. Now that that's done, I'm going to go in with the Afrique palette, and I am going to use the color Côte d'Ivoire, and I'm just going to put that in my crease. So I actually didn't expect that blue to be that blue, so I'm going to go in with the brush that I used for the lighter blue and just try to blend some of that in. I think one of the reasons I've never really tried a blue look is because I never know what blue to use where and how. With pinks, it's a lot easier. Orange, yellow, those are very basic and simple colors that I wear all the time as well. So it's just always easier to go back to that. But I wanted to try something different and something outside of my comfort zone. And hopefully, you know, it turns out okay. Hopefully. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I am going to go in using the NYX palette again, and I'm actually just going to take this purple sort of this dark purple color just to add a layer of richness onto the darker blue, and I'm going to put that in my crease area as well. And then I am going to go into the Saharan 2 palette now, and I am going to use the sort of like burnt orange color called Taza, and I'm just going to add a little bit of that right in the center. And then I'm going to go back into the Ultimate palette, and I am going to use this sort of sky blue. I've never actually used this color, like ever. But anyway, so I'm going to go into using that blue, and I'm just going to put it over the Taza color that I used from the Saharan palette. And just to soften up the purple that's like right at the top, I am going to go in with the sort of light purple color in the same palette. Okay, so I'm liking where this is at for now. Definitely not sure yet, but I'm still going to add shimmer. But before I do that, I'm just going to take one blending brush, and I'm going to try to blend the blue into the purple. I definitely love the effect that this brush has given me in terms of making sure that the colors are blended together and there aren't any like stark, like distinct lines. And so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use concealer to sort of mini cut crease my eye before I place shimmer on top. Now that I've applied the concealer, I am going to go in with the dark blue shimmer from the Saharan 2 palette, and I'm going to start off with a brush and then use my fingers to add to that. So I put the blue shimmer all over where I had the concealer, and then what I'm going to do is take a bit more of it and just sort of drag it across like the rest of the eyelid, just to make sure that it's blending in well with the rest of the eye. And because I absolutely love shimmer, I'm just going to add a little bit more over where I had cut my crease. Now that that's done, I'm going to go... now that that's done, I'm going to go in with the sort of lighter blue that's in the same Saharan palette by Juvia's Place. And I'm just going to put that in the inner corner of my eyes. Just to add a bit more dimension, I'm going to go back into my NYX palette, and I'm going to use this like lime green. It has a little bit of shimmer to it, but not a lot, and I'm just going to put that on my bottom lash line. And then to add, I'm going to use the Steve Laurent shimmer palette, a shimmer color in the color Green Apple, and I'm just going to put that on top of the green. I love the sort of vibe that this look is giving me. I didn't really expect to love it, but I actually really do. I don't know where I'd wear it though, but for today I'm going to wear it to the Black Ensemble rehearsal, so that's that on that. And then the next steps, I'm going to put on eyeliner. I'm going to use my liquid pen eyeliner, and I'm going to put on my lashes. Those two steps I will do off camera, and then I'll come back and finish the rest of my face. Right, so after a few tries and some near tears, I finally put on my lashes, and now I'm going to move on to the rest of my face. So I'm just going to start off with fixing some of the discoloration underneath my eyes, and I am going to use sort of a red pigment to cover all of that. I find that the red helps to sort of cover up the dark spots, especially when I use my Fenty Beauty, which is the foundation that I am going to use today. And then instead of using concealer, the red does help to like recolor the rest of, recolor underneath my eyes to match the rest of my face. And then I am going to go in with 2 pumps of my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter foundation in the color 390. And then I'm just going to use a beauty blender to make sure that I don't have any remaining streaks. With the Fenty Beauty, I find that I have to work pretty quickly because it seems to dry quite fast. So I don't know if that's the case for everybody, but for me, it does dry a lot faster than I would like. But it's still such an amazing formula, and it's breathable, it's buildable, so it's definitely one of my go-tos. Great, so now that that's done, I am going to go back in with the LA Girl Truly Matte Long Wearing High Pigment Foundation, and I'm going to use that to highlight my face. So underneath my eyes, my nose area, underneath my chin, and my forehead. contour my nose, I am going to use to contour my nose and the rest of my face, I am going to use the LA Colors Truly Matte Longwear High Pigment Foundation in the color Mahogany. And that's sort of going to give me a dark, rich brown. Right, so now I'm going to go in with my LA Colors Translucent Setting Powder, and I am going to use that to set underneath my eyes. And for the rest of my face, I am going to use the LA Colors Mineral Pressed Powder in the color Classic Tan, and I'm just going to use that all over my face. And I'm also just going to add a bit more around my smile line, because that's where my makeup tends to crease. Right, and so now I'm going to go in with my blush, and I'm going to use my Ultimate NYX palette again as per usual, and I'm just going to go over the light purple tones. I'm going to go back into my Saharan 2 palette, and I am going to use the shimmer called Aziza, and I'm going to use that as my highlighter. And the one thing that I love about, you know, Juvia's Place is that I can use their eyeshadow palettes for basically anything and everything. So right now I'm using it as a highlighter, but I also use it for my eyes. With the other palettes, I'm able to find mattes that work for contouring. So for the last sort of piece to my look, I am going to do my lips, and I'm just going to do a nude and top it off with a bit of a glittery lip topper, just to sort of go with the vibe of Shimmer Festival essence of the rest of my eyes, of the rest of my face. I'm going to line my lips with my Essence Long Lasting eye pencil in the color Hot Chocolate. And then I am going to go in with my NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the color Berlin. And then just the last step will be the Huda Beauty Lip Strobe in the color Foxy. And I'm not going to put a lot of this on. I'm just going to dab it a little bit while the NYX is still wet, just to add a layer of shimmer. And so when the NYX lippy dries matte, it will have that sort of like strobe glitter effect that I love. And then finally, I'm going to set my face with the MAC Prep and Prime. And that, my loves, is the end of my video. I hope you have enjoyed it today. Thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure to share the video. I will be back next week, hopefully, if my week doesn't get as hectic as the last one, with a new video. I hope to be doing something different and not necessarily a makeup look, but I will highly likely have a guest on my channel, and we will be talking about different elements of our lives at St. Olaf College. So please make sure that if you have any questions about sort of what I do and why I love what I do, make sure to comment below. Yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will see you next week. That is it from me.